What up, Team Buckhouse? Johnathan Buckhouse here, and it's time for another resort review. This is the video series where we go to a brand new ski resort, we absolutely rip it, we explore it, we see what it has to offer, and we come back here and we give it a score from 0 to 100. We're gonna get that score by going over 10 categories, each category getting a score from 0 to 10. 0 is not applicable, meaning they don't have it at all. 1 is terrible, 5 is average, and 10 is best in the world. So hit the subscribe button and let's jump into Sundown Ski Resort in Iowa. Now, Sundown has an elevation of 692 feet with a vertical drop of 475 feet and 85 skiable acres. It's a Midwest resort. It's kind of small, it's the Midwest. So how expensive is it to ride all 475 feet? Well, it depends on the day that you go. Midweek is actually really cheap, coming in at $32 for the day. And if you come on the weekend or a holiday, it's gonna be $50, which is still super reasonable. And for that reason, I gave them an 8 for lift price. I mean, that's incredible that it's that cheap to go ride at this ski resort. Now, lodging, you might wanna come there and stay, but you can't. They don't offer lodging, but what they did do on their website is they have a spot where you can click lodging and it has all the hotels that are near and everything like that. And we always give resorts that put in that extra effort, put the lodging on their website a 1. It's terrible, they don't have it, but they're giving you the stuff that's nearby, so that's awesome. Now, ease of access, how easy is it to get to this ski resort? Well, you can fly into Madison and drive an hour and 40 minutes, or if you got the money, you can fly all the way to Dubuque in Iowa, and then that's like a 20-minute drive, but that's a very small airport. You don't even know if you can fly in the flight there. But Madison's gonna be your closest city to fly into if you're gonna be traveling here, but if you're driving, it's super easy. We drove from Colorado. Really easy resort to drive to. So when it came to ease of access, I gave them a 5. So at this point in the video, I know what you're thinking. You're like, Johnathan, why'd you go to Sundown in Iowa? Like, why would you ever go to that ski resort? And it's because we have a goal to ride every resort in the United States. And you guys can track our progress by going to resortskimaps.com. This is a map of every resort in the United States. All of the green resorts are the ones that we've been to. You can click on them and watch our video there. So if we went to your ski resort, you can check out that video. If you click on a red one and nothing pops up, that's because we haven't been there yet. So click the top right-hand corner. You can see our schedule for the upcoming season. That way you can take time off of work or make sure you plan to be there when we're there. That could always change, but I absolutely love ripping with you guys at the resort, especially the locals that show us around, tell us what's super cool and what to do out on the mountain, you know what I'm saying? And with that being said, all the Sundown locals, drop all the comments down below, what's the best place to eat, what's the best place to stay at, all that kind of stuff. That way we can help people have the best time at these resorts. But once again, check out resortskimaps.com. We even have a section for all of the resort review scores and stuff. It's really awesome, and it's the best internet site for skiing and snowboarding. Trust me, go spend like an hour there. You can literally spend an entire hour on that website. Now, lifts, we gotta get up the mountain. How sick are their chairlifts? And they do have a bunch. You're gonna get to the top of the mountain super easy and everything like that, but they're kind of old, they're not the fanciest, they're all fixed grip, so I give them a 3 when it comes to chairlifts. They do have 4 chairlifts and 4 covered carpets for the beginners, so that's awesome, but they're kind of old, they're nothing fancy, no gondola, no chalets or anything like that. Now, runs, that's the most important part of the mountain. How sick are the runs? And sadly, they got a 2. I mean, they were sick, we had fun, but after 5 laps, you would be like, I'm so bored, I rode all of this already. And then the locals took us on a tree run, and it was like, not a tree run, and it's a small Midwest resort, the runs are so nyeh. And so we gave them a 2, but they do have 21 runs and night riding, which is awesome. So if you got off of work, you can go rip there and everything, which is pretty cool. But the terrain park, which is the whole reason why we love going snowboarding at small resorts, is usually they got awesome terrain parks. And this one didn't let down. It was a pretty fun park. Their jump was a little off. Midwest jumps always have a little weirdness to them. And so I gave them a 3 when it came to the park. Everything was built good. The features slid good. They had good features. They weren't like backyard janky rails and stuff like that. So good park. You could definitely get pretty good at riding park at that resort. So that was awesome. Now, if you want to support the dream and let everyone know you're part of Team Buckhouse, consider snagging an Evolution sticker. We do have a ski version for all the skiers out there. You throw it on the side of your helmet and let everyone know you're part of Team Buckhouse, but also we use the merch money to do all this traveling, to go all these ski resorts and stuff like that. So guys, thank you so much for snagging the Evolution stickers, supporting the dream of riding every resort in the United States. We also have shirts, hats, and all the other stuff. We have so much merch, link down below, as well as all my snowboard gear. Check out the description. It's worth it, I promise. And if you do snag any of my merch, just make sure you tag me on my Instagram and I'll give you guys gear and sticker shoutouts in the vlogs. Now, food, we're gonna get hungry, and we were in the Midwest, we were close to Wisconsin, so you know what we did? We got cheese curds, and they were super good. That was the only food we ate there. But from what I saw, it was a pretty typical lodge as like a bar lodge, you know what I'm saying. So I gave them a 6 when it came to food, mainly because they have cheese curds, and like I absolutely love cheese curds. So 6 for food. You're gonna get, you really eat there, you know what I'm saying. Now views and scenery. This is the Midwest, and I honestly think I like Midwest views more than I like East Coast views. But for the Midwest, they got a 6, which is insane. It's called Sundown for a reason, because when the sun's going down, it's absolutely gorgeous there. You're kind of sitting above everything else that you're looking over, and like it was honestly one of the best Midwest views I've seen at the sun going down. It obviously made it better, but Sundown, you have a great view. 6 for the sun, because the sun going, you know. Now employees, we could cover snow conditions, but it was in the Midwest. It was negative 24 degrees when we showed up there, so the snow was like bulletproof. It was probably one of the coolest days of my ever snowboarding. I know Cody was like, it was the coolest day of my life.
This shaded section is freezing. I'm not joking about that. Ugh.
But we don't cover snow conditions because we're in the Midwest, you know, sometimes we're at the West Coast, like snow conditions are so just inconsistent. But we do cover employees because we have had a Keystone employee absolutely ruin our time. You can check out the Keystone incident here. We also have had a Keystone employee like absolutely make our day. So we cover employees because some can absolutely make your trip or some can absolutely break your trip. And at Sundown, we actually ran into some really awesome people. The ticket ladies were so nice. Ran into some of the rental shop guys that watched the channel. Some of the kids came out and rode with us that worked at the mountain. It was really fun. The whole vibe there was awesome. So I gave him a 6 when it came to employees. Those dudes were all awesome. Now the last category, the would I go back factor, because if I want to go back to a ski resort, why would I recommend it to you guys? And I gave him a 5 on the would I go back. I would go back to this resort. It was super fun. If we were driving to the Midwest and we were gonna pass by it, 100% we're stopping. Like I had an incredible day there. I just wish it was a little warmer. Overall, it was a good time. So let's give him a score from 0 to 100. After you guys check out the resort review playlist, we've covered so many ski resorts in the United States. Maybe we covered yours, check that out. But also if you're looking to go to a new place to ride that's maybe not Breck or Vail, it's super crowded, super expensive, check out these other reviews because that's the whole point of these resort reviews. So now, 0 to 100, Sundown got a smash like a 45, which is like 5 points below average, which is really good for a small Midwest resort. Literally, they have 475 vertical feet drop. Like that's nuts that they got a 45 on the review, but that doesn't really matter. What matters is who is this resort for? And I would say Sundown is for that beginnerish family or rider, someone that's like just starting to get their bearings. They want to do some runs. Maybe they can go a little harder on the runs. Maybe they're getting into the park a little bit. But overall, like if you're an expert or like really solid rider, you'll get bored at this resort pretty quick. So it's for the beginner families out there, especially like if you're a mom and you want to send your 6-year-old, or maybe that's a little young, maybe like your 10, 12-year-old on the mountain and not have to watch them. Like this is a great place to send them down and be like, hey, I'm gonna be over here in the bar getting a beer, like go do some more laps and stuff like that. So like, this resort is awesome for that. So with that, Team Buckhouse, thank you so much for shredding with us today, and as always, thanks for watching. Keep evolving. We'll see you tomorrow with another video because it is daily on this Snowboard channel.